If you love horror or thriller films and you've been looking for something new and fresh, haven't really seen a horror in a while, this film is for you.
Okay, let's go.
Hey film lovers, my name is Carly and I freaking love film. So today I want to talk to you all about Talk to Me. And Talk to Me is a film directed by Michael and Danny Philippou. They are an Aussie duo who have made a name for themselves, especially after this film. This is my first time watching anything that they've done. Apparently they had an amazing show that was like a YouTube sketch comedy. Mr. Daniel and Michael did their thing with this, because whenever I tell y'all this is A24 from start to end, all of the actors were phenomenal. The plot made sense. I wanted more, honestly. And stay till the end because I'm gonna tell y'all a little bit about how we might be getting a little bit more. So this film, Talk to Me, is about a group of friends that discover how to conjure spirits by using an embalmed hand, and they become pretty much hooked on this until one of them ends up getting possessed and pretty much unleashing supernatural forces. So first off, I just want to talk about how this film is so fresh. I haven't seen a horror film probably since The Black Phone, which I really liked, and I wouldn't mind watching again. It's not a one and done. I would definitely have a rewatch of that film. So as I was looking at films to watch last week, I saw Talk to Me. I hadn't seen a trailer at all. I saw the poster and I saw that it was like a hand reaching out. And y'all, whenever I tell y'all the writing was so well done in this, but not only the writing, but the sound design. That was probably the best thing out of this entire film. I love the plot, I love the actors, but the sound design, from whenever a character slaps themselves, from whenever a knife is put into someone or something, to everything that's done in this is just gritty. It looks practical as well, which I was like, how are y'all doing this? But also shout out to the whole production team, because from special effects, makeup, hair, costumes, all of it. I mean, it was a pretty simple like set locations: a home, a party, a hospital. 3 locations, not much, but they did a lot with it. The actors were able to run around these locations, use it to the best abilities. But what really shook me was how well these prosthetics were done. Let me get just a little bit more into detail about who the characters are. So there's Mia, who's a young woman played by Sophie Wilde. Haley, who is completely just a meanie and in charge of the parties, along with her friend Josh. Miranda, Otto, who y'all have seen in Lord of the Rings and a whole bunch of other things, who plays Jade and Riley's mom, and Riley is the little boy. And then there's Jade, who is played by Alexandra Jensen. I'm not gonna get into spoilers for this because I probably am gonna end up making a spoiler review on it. I just want to tell y'all my thoughts really quickly on it, and also see if y'all kind of had the same sentiments as me or differing opinions if you have watched it already. So let's get into the pros about this. The acting was phenomenal. I absolutely felt so sorry, and my heart just felt so much for Mia, for losing her mother, trying to figure out whether her mother committed suicide or if it was something else. And then also for poor little Riley, Jade's brother, who something ends up happening to him in the film. I'm not gonna say what just yet. You're gonna have to wait for the spoiler review for this. But he was one of the characters who was just so innocent, and you always know in a horror film, the innocent characters, the characters who are struggling with this internal battle, they're always the ones that are gonna be targeted by these demons, monsters, whoever. So one of my biggest pros is that they knew what they were doing with the possession story, and they had rules, just like in any good horror film. You're gonna have rules. So the hand that is embalmed and that they use to communicate with spirits, the supernatural, whatever, 3 rules pretty much. 1, you had to make sure that you light a candle. 2, you hold the hand and you say, talk to me, I let you in. And then 3 is kind of like a little conjunction. You make sure to close the portal by blowing out the candle. And also you can't hold the hand for longer than 90 seconds, or else that spirit, that demon, that possession ends up inside of you, pretty much. That was an absolute pro. They stuck to the rules. They didn't go on, and there wasn't any plot holes regarding those rules. And then 3, I'm just gonna talk about it again, the sound design. Y'all, whenever I tell y'all, you couldn't hear a thing in the theater, not only because it was just me and my boyfriend, but we were holding our breaths, y'all. We were just like, I don't know what's gonna happen next, closing my eyes and only like squinching to see what's happening, because it was pretty scary. It was terrifying. And honestly, if I went alone, I would kind of be like looking over my shoulder like, ooh, okay, am I gonna see like a little supernatural person, demon, whatever? So those are my 3 pros for it. And then there wasn't that many cons, but I kind of wanted to go more into the lore of the actual hand possession, because Josh, one of the guys that was throwing the party, Josh and Haley kind of went slightly into how they got the hand, and we kind of see at the beginning of the film what happens to the people who do end up getting possessed. Not a good thing, obviously, but we don't know much about where the hand actually originated, so I wanted more. And they also announced that there is actually a prequel to this, so I mean, it's kind of a pro now, because we're gonna get more into the lore and how the hand actually got into the hands of all these other people. So that's exciting. Did I think of another con? There really wasn't. Oh, the dad. I mean, Mia's dad, I mean, wasn't the best actor at all, and it seemed like he really didn't need to be there. I understood why he was there, and he was integral to the end of the film, but he probably could have done a little bit of a better job the few times that he was on camera. The very end, the conclusion of the film, all I'm gonna say is I didn't expect that, and I was pleasantly surprised. I was shook, and it left me wanting more. It left my heart hurting too, because I was like, oh my God, no. And not that many films end like that, but A24 films do. A24 horror films do. And that's what I like about them, because not many horror films are gonna have a happy ending. So is this a one and done film, or would I rewatch it? I would definitely rewatch this film. Probably not in the theater, because that sound design was going pretty crazy and my ears were hurting at how loud some of these sounds were. That's my review on Talk to Me. If you guys want spoilers, if you want me to talk a little bit more in depth about the film, please let me know in the comments below. Also, if you have any other horror films, thriller films that you want me to watch and review, make sure to hit me up in the comments below, because I'm going to be reading all of these, and I will try to watch them, whether if I have to rent them or watch them on Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, HBO, whatever. Y'all just let me know. So make sure to watch this if you haven't yet, because I promise you, Talk to Me is a fresh, new thriller horror film that y'all will love. Bye, film lovers. Thank y'all so much for watching this film review of Talk to Me, and I hope that y'all have a great day.